But I first learned about the love languages when I was looking to understand why my marriage was struggling. Love languages helped me identify that my partner just wasn't speaking my language. And if he learned to speak my language, then our marriage would be saved. Well, they didn't save my marriage, but I still bought into this concept for a very long time. And I brought it with me into, dating after my marriage. But one day I was doing some inner child healing work and I stumbled across the concept of father wounds. Father wounds typically present as low self-esteem and the need for external validation, and both of those things resonated with me. So I started to dig into how to heal this wound. And I was being told that I needed to learn how to validate myself and not seek validation in other people. Well, this conflicted majorly with my beliefs around the love languages. According to the love languages, we're supposed to meet each other's needs. My partner is supposed to provide me with these acts so that I feel loved. And it was my partner's responsibility to make me feel loved. Love languages are basically a way to validate your partner. Identifying these different acts as needs, it's our job to meet them so that our partner can feel loved, so that they can feel validated. So then why is this healing advice contradicting that? This really felt uncomfortable for me. So when we experience cognitive dissonance, we usually do one of three things. We either change our behavior, we change our belief, or we rationalize with ourselves so that both of them can exist at the same time, like an exception to the rule. So I sat with this cognitive dissonance for a long time, and it really gave me internal conflict. One thing I needed to do to heal went against everything that I had been told. Not only did I not know how to do it, but a part of me didn't want to do it because it's easier to seek your validation in other people. I sat on the fence about this for a very long time, and I didn't make any decisions about it, but I did continue to try to work on my self-validation. Then I got into a relationship with a narcissist. If there's one thing that that relationship taught me, it's that love languages are not real. It was in this relationship where I learned that they are surface level needs for people who don't want to do the deep healing work of self-validation, because my ex was constantly needing validation from me and it was exhausting. I would validate him, but it wouldn't be enough. If my internal compass wasn't pointed at him at all times, he would have a meltdown. Not only that, while he demanded that I meet his love language needs, he sure didn't meet mine. At the same time, I started to realize that my relationship needs were changing. They started to center around respectful communication, empathy, and demonstrating understanding. Healthy conflict resolution. Similar values started to become really important. So I eventually reconciled that the love languages are not needs. They are wants and preferences, and my partner doesn't need to speak them in order for me to feel love. Because when you learn how to self-validate and you choose emotionally healthy partners that also know how to self-validate, you're not keeping track of which